Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's LrodGames here, kicking off my channel with Madden 25 Connected Franchise Coach Mode with the Miami Dolphins. And as you see here, I'm picking my coach, creating my coach. I'm going to choose to be a strategist eventually. Alright, there we go. Here you see me picking my team, the Miami Dolphins, and I'm speeding this up because it takes a while, but you see I make my name Dan Shula, the son of Don Shula. We all got imagination, we can pretend that. I like the polo look better than the t-shirt and the suit because that just looks really awkward. But here you see I'm making the West Coast offense because I'm afraid that if I stick with the Miami Dolphins offense, it'll end up giving me the Mike Sherman offense. And if you ask any Dolphin fan that knows what he's talking about, you'll know that Mike Sherman offense sucked so bad last year. So here you see me changing my settings, trying to make games long but not too long, so I end up choosing 9-minute quarters with 15 seconds of accelerated clock. I don't know why that was a tongue twister for me. Now looking at our roster led by Cameron Wake, these are the Madden 15 rosters. So as you just saw, I passed Sean Moreno. I have the new updated Miami Dolphins roster, not the roster from the 2013 season, but this will be the roster in the upcoming season. So I got new guys like Jarvis Landry, Juwan James, those are the draftees. I also got free agents like Cortland Finnegan and, as I mentioned before, Sean Moreno. And here, as you see, our roster comes to a conclusion with these no names, like guys that will probably be off the roster by the time the season starts. Here you see me messing around with the depth chart. I'm trying to make Lamar Miller the second running back because there's no way that he's going to be behind Daniel Thomas once the season starts. Here you see me messing around with the wide receivers. I'm really debating. You'll see it coming up when I switch back and forth. Yeah, right here. Whether Jarvis Landry should start off, even though he has a low overall, above Brandon Gibson in the slot. Because last year Brandon Gibson played really well until he got injured. But Jarvis Landry is a second-round pick, and he'll probably be the more exciting player, and he has more untapped potential, I guess. Here we're putting in the rookie, Arthur Lynch, in our third tight end slot, and our offensive line led by newly acquired Brendan Albert. Left guard here for some reason, as you'll see me go down right here, Shelly Smith. We got him in free agency too. For some reason he's only 65 overall, even though he'll probably start the season in real life, IRL. So we'll have to stick with Nate Gardner, who has a high overall in the game. Center Mike Pouncey, there's no debating there. And then right guard, I forgot who it was, but right tackle. Oh god, I'm going too quick. Alright, anyways, on defense here we have Randy Starks, Earl Mitchell, Jared Odrick. We have a really nice front four. We would have a front seven if we had some actual linebacker play. So you see here, I'm speeding it up because I'm fidgeting around with the linebackers. I don't know which players gel with each other, because in real life it was pretty crappy. I want this to be a somewhat realistic franchise, so I'm trying to, mix and match, see what works with the guys that are actually on the roster. I'm not going to be picking up 15 free agents every week, because I know in this game mode Ndamukong Suh gets cut a lot for some reason. I'm not going to pick him up. And here you see my safeties, Louis Delmas, another free agent acquisition from the Lions, and strong safety Rashad Jones. We did lose Chris Clemens this past free agency, which was kind of sad. We also lost Paul Soliai on defense, so we'll see if we can make up for that with Earl Mitchell and Louis Delmas. Here you see me messing around with the kick returners and punt returners. What I'm doing is basically just taking away any skilled players from the depth chart, so they don't risk an injury on special teams, which would really be a bad blow for our team. We want our guys to be healthy throughout the season. And here you see me making Lamar Miller a third down running back because he does need some snaps, even if they won't be that much. Now you see me skip ahead here to the trade block, as we do need linebacker help. I'm looking at this guy, KJ Wright, an 83 overall. He's only 24 years old, I believe, and we're going to see if we can snag him from the Seahawks for basically some chump change, like a 6th round pick, 5th round pick, and some players that won't make the roster. So here you'll see me speed it up because I am really trying to bait them for some below average players. Here you see I'm trying to throw in Damian Williams, who has a huge cap hit, about like 1 or 2 million for like a 7th receiver. That's a little bit too much. So I'm trying to mix and match, see what works, see what they're interested in. But I insist on trading Damian Williams because if he's not traded, he'll likely not make the 53-man roster. So it's better to get something in return for him. So we got the 5th round pick in there, Damian Williams. We're trying to find the 3rd player, and here we offer right tackle backup Jason Fox. Seahawks accept the offer, and now we get our new starting middle linebacker KJ Wright, 83 overall, $0 in cap hit. I think this is a great trade. Here you see making him our starting middle linebacker immediately. There's really no one else that can take the job away from him. No one close to his 83 overall on the depth chart. So KJ Wright is going to be our new starting middle linebacker, hopefully for many years to come. And here you see him messing around with the other linebackers, putting Kouamisi from starting middle linebacker to left outside linebacker. And here I keep Donnell Ellerbe at right outside linebacker. Philip Wheeler will not be in the rotation this year due to his poor play in real life last year. I mean, Donnell Ellerbe didn't have a great season either, but most Dolphin fans will agree that Philip Wheeler did have the worst year. But here, looking at our first preseason game, Matt Moore outplays Ryan Tannehill. 1 touchdown, no picks to Tannehill's 0 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. And here at running back, Lamar Miller outplays Noshan Moreno handedly, 5 yards per carry to Noshan Moreno's 2.7. That's going to be a battle we have to watch. Quarterback, not as much, but running back, that is a huge competition, and it's anyone's job. So Lamar Miller off to an early start in that competition. Anyways, now looking at our kick returning, punt returning stats, Jarvis Landry doing a decent job as a kick returner. Again, like I said, we don't want to put any skilled players, guys that are going to have a really big role in the offense or defense in the kick returning duty, so they don't risk an injury. But here, looking at the league stats, Matt Moore leads the league in passing yards. We'll have to see how he did this week. Checking his stats, 257 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, to Ryan Tannehill, 0 touchdowns and 0 picks. 2 weeks in a row, Matt Moore outplaying Ryan Tannehill. I said there wouldn't be any quarterback controversy, but apparently Matt Moore is making a run for the job. So anyways, looking at our rushing stats, Lamar Miller, 2nd week in a row outplaying Noshan Moreno, 5.8 yards per carry to Noshan Moreno's 3.3 on pretty equal carries. So it looks like Lamar Miller is trying to solidify himself as our starting running back, even though Noshan Moreno is getting first team reps. We'll have to change that up and see how he does as our starting running back in weeks 3 and 4. So Caleb Sturgis here on his first field goal, misses it. I tried checking the stats to see how long the field goal miss was, but apparently they don't have that stat in the game. Jarvis Landry doing a decent job returning again, and now on our second cut day. The first cut day we cut Ryan Spadola. Here we cut Sam Brenner, left guard, center John Denny, saving 1 million cap space in doing so. Right guard David Arkin. 3 players left. We choose to cut AJ Francis, cornerback Jaleel Brown, and finally Jordan Kovacs, strong safety, a walk-on last year to the team. I really was rooting for him, but you know, with all these guys on the roster, you're gonna have to choose someone, and it's not always an easy decision. So finally, Ryan Tannehill in the 3rd preseason game outplays Matt Moore, getting us some confidence. But Lamar Miller, now as our starting running back, outplays Noshan Moreno. I think this guy's going to be our starting running back heading into the season. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below. Tell me, who do you think our starting running back should be? And looking at the receiving stats, as it should be, Brian Hartline and Mike Wallace leading the way in receptions. On the defensive side of the ball, Jelani Jenkins having himself a nice preseason with 10 tackles. and 3 sacks, each by Jared Odrick, Cameron Moik, and Earl Mitchell. I didn't mean to say 3 sacks each, I meant 3 combined. So, anyways, on to our final cut day. We're cutting Daniel Thomas, a big surprise, but I'm just not a big fan of him, honestly. Our fullback, Kyle Miller. Dolphins didn't play with a fullback last year. I know the result wasn't that good, but Kyle Miller is not, you know, the cream of the crop in the fullback. The pool of fullbacks. We can probably pick up free agent and get better results out of him. Here I'm trying to decide who to cut between Armon Binns and Matt Hazel, comparing the stats. Matt Hazel has better catching skills, better speed, better catching traffic, so I cut Armon Binns. And finally, on the defensive side of the ball, Anthony Johnson, Jason Trusnick, and our third quarterback, Pat Devlin. He's been on the team for, I believe, 2 years. This would be his 3rd year. But, you know, again, like I said before, you gotta cut someone. It's not always an easy decision. So here, looking at our schedule, we play the Browns, Colts, Falcons, Saints, and the Ravens. 5 games before we head into our bye week. Hopefully we can be around 3-2. Then, after some rest, we play the Bills and Patriots for 2 divisional games. Then Thursday night against the Bengals, Monday night against the Buccaneers. Then we play at home against the Chargers and Panthers before playing on the road against the Jets and Steelers. And then 3 divisional games, 3 huge games to end the season. Patriots, Bills, Jets. Looking at the injury report, crossing our fingers before the season starts, hoping nobody that has a big role gets injured. But look at this. Olivia Vernon, pulled groin, never want to see that injury, out 2 weeks. Dion Jordan, broken hand, out 6 weeks. So, looking at our starting right ends, top 2 are injured. So who's it going to be up to? 7th round pick out of Marist College, Terrence Fede, will be our starting right end alongside Cameron Wake. Against the Browns, he will be playing Joe Thomas. This is a story. I can't wait for the season to start, guys. Let me know if you're interested. Tell me what you guys thought of the video. Thank you guys for watching and have a nice day.